Hi guys, today I have this for you. It's a Volkswagen Touran 2009 TDI diesel. And I know what you're thinking, this car is pretty old. I know, I get that. However, there are people out there, there are viewers who have requested these types of cars to be reviewed for them. Because it is a 7-seater, it's an MPV, it's a large car, and people with those type of requirements, families of 4 kids, 3 kids, want these type of cars. So great, let's move on. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to give you a tour of this car, the interior, exterior. So I hope you like it. Please subscribe, follow us on Instagram and YouTube for more videos. They'll be coming your way ASAP. Thank you. Right guys, the front grille, so as I said, so I like this chrome effect here. I like that, gives it that, you know, that striking look, especially chrome here, chrome here, chrome here, also chrome here. I like that as well. The lower bit here, you know, is not, I mean, it's all made out of plastic, so not really, it's a bit on the cheap side, but having that massive VW logo here gives that car, you know, that look it has. This particular model does come with the Exxon lights, but it doesn't come with the daytime running lights. I don't think any of this car at this age comes with daytime running lights. The new models might, so I don't know about that. Right guys, now this particular car is on the 15-inch alloy wheels. You know, with the suspension, it does have that smooth ride because, you know, there's less rim and more tires, there's more air, so that should be okay with comfort. Moving down, I mean, I particularly like these, you know, this, you know, chrome effect here, so it continues from the front down here. It does, you know, have, you know, give it that striking look, you know, that sporty look. So I like this here. That's nice. This particular also comes with black tinted windows for that reduced sunlight for kids. Massive windows, as you can see. So so the car itself inside should not be that dark. So moving on. Okay, guys. Now because this is a 7-seater car, to open the back seats is really easy. There's a lever here. On this side, you just pull up like so, and then you clip it on. Because there's a clip here, guys. There. It's really easy. There's a lever here. You pull it up, and there we go. It's in, there we go, it's nice and secure, 2 seats. Now to push them back in again, to put them back, fold them back in, there's sort of a lever here, you push that forward, there we go, nice and easy. Equally on this side, push it forward, there we go, so it's nice and flat. There's no bumps or anything like that, so that's I like that. Storage wise, now this car does have 2 cup holders, one here and one on that side. It also has a storage here for, I don't know, crisps, you know, so your kids may have, so that's nice to have. And on this side here, there's a 12-volt connection here, you know, for charging phones and mobile phones, or, you know, those vacuum cleaners for your car. You know, that's sort of handy. There's clippers here as well. There's clippers here on this side. You know, so that's nice to have as well. What we're going to do now, guys, we're going to go into the car and tell you what this car looks like from the inside: interior features, design, capacity, and space. Okay guys, now we're in the car now. Now my first impressions of sitting in this car, because this is such a big car, it's nice and spacious, so you don't feel cramped because it's so wide, which is nice. I like that. Sitting in here, I mean, in terms of the design, I mean, obviously this is a, you know, sort of a 10-year-old car, so, you know, most of it is not, you know, this sort of plastic. I mean, apart from here, it's a bit nice. It's nice and squeegee, it's nice and soft here. But all of this. You know, there's a lot of plastic around here, which is obviously expected because of this car's age, which is fine. The seat itself, I like that. I like the seat because you sit quite high in this car, you get a nice visibility, you know, of the road and, you know, of the incoming car. So I like that. So you do sit quite high in this car. Now. Interior quality, as I said, you know, there's a lot of plastics in here, which can be improved. I'm pretty sure the newer models will have, you know, it will be much nicer, but this car, you know, there's, it's you know, interior quality is quite, you know, on the low side. One thing I do like about this car is this silver 6 to 7 inch screen. This controls your media, your radio, your phone, trip computer setup and everything. This car does have a 6 CD changer, so you can have 6 CDs in here. There isn't a Bluetooth, unfortunately, so you can't connect it by Bluetooth on your phone, and you have that wireless connection. You don't have that. However, it does have a USB connection, which is down here, which I'll show you guys later. all of your climate controls are over here. I mean, it's nice and easy. I mean, it's not too complicated. There's not so many buttons here, so it's nice. You know, your front and rear defrost are here. AC, auto, on and off and on, and you know, to control them, nice and easy. It's nice and easy. So you know, everything is nice and nice and easy to find. The transmission of this car, it's a DSG, so it's a semi-automatic. So there's 2 clutches in this car. So clutch 1 is for gears 1, 3, and 5, and clutch 2 is for 2, 4, and 6. There's 6 gears. So it's smooth. It's quite smooth. It is responsive. I do like it. It's not bad. Again, there's also storage over here. You can put your phone. There's a 12-volt cigarette lighter here, which you can for charging your phones, or well, sat navs and all that. Now guys, in terms of storage, this car, because it's so big, it's a family car, there's a lot of storage. There's storage down here, for water bottles and sprays, for your windows to clean them. It's nice and big and nice and wide. There's storage down here for your mobile phones, and so that's quite decent size. There's storage here as well for when you have your sat nav, or I don't know, crisps or whatever. That's nice here. There's 2 cup holders here, which is quite deep and it's quite large. There's storage here. I mean, it's not that big, but it's quite deep, so you should be able to fit a few stuff in there. So the glove compartment here, this is the car's manual, and it's quite big. We managed to fit that in there, so it is a decent size. It's quite deep, so it should be all right. There's also storage over here, guys. You press this button here, there's storage here. You can put your sunglasses, so that's nice to have. Again, there's another storage here for, I don't know, whatever you want to put here, maybe another sunglasses, and then there's storage over here as well. There's storage here as well. There we go, it's just open. Fantastic. Now guys, the steering wheel itself, obviously there's no buttons on here, no Bluetooth, nothing on here, no cruise control, so it's nice and it's clear. But the grip itself, it's okay, it's not bad. The VW logo here is quite a shiny gloss metallic detailing you feature use here, so that's not that bad. So your automatic your indicators over here, your automatic lights and your wipers are on the right hand side. Your fog lights are over here. And so all of the windows for all the passengers are fully automatic, controlled by here. And what I also like about this car, there's this detailing, this silver aluminium detail that continues from there, goes down here, continues over here. And so the chrome effects, these handles are made out of chrome. It's a nice detail. It's not, I like that. The center cockpit. The driver's cockpit, I mean, it's not, it's not digital by no standard. So however, it's nice and clear. The dials are nice and big. You can really easily read them. There's I would say probably a 3-inch LCD screen in the middle, which shows you, your mileage, how fast you're going, how much diesel, fuel there is in the tank. So that's quite handy to have. One of the things I don't like about this car is this pillar here. This bit here is quite massive, and having this dark black pillar that's connected to this, that's create a blind spot, so I don't really like that. And also, but because this car is quite old, in the engine itself, it's a 2-liter engine, so it is economical, but not to an extent to the models are released recently. You may want to find an alternative, an engine that's more economical than this, so it can be a bit expensive on fuel sometimes. Now, one other thing that I don't like about this car, guys, is this, the handbrake. Of obviously, it's the old-fashioned one. So if you're putting the handbrake down, you may, spill your cans or your coffee because it's really close. So I don't really like that. I prefer to have, these cup holders maybe somewhere down there, or have this somewhere else. Because it's too close, you may, cause an accident. I don't really like that. Okay guys, what we're going to do now, we're going to go into the back, and I'm going to show you how it's like to sit in the back with kids in the middle row and the back row. So I'll see you in the back. Okay guys, we're going to just step into this car. And so as I said, because this is it's a car that's sort of raised up, you sit quite high in this car. Inside, I like that. So in terms of positions, what I like about this car is the seats here are individual. So if you want to bring them forward or take them back, you can do individually. There we go. So they're not, connected to one another. So that feature I like. also like about this car is this. So if you have kids in here, you know, as it has an aeroplane type tray here, you can put their carbs and put their food in the tray. That's nice to have. And also, you know, aeroplane type pockets here for your phones, mobile phones, tablets. That's nice to have as well. And the other thing I like about this car, which is great, is because of these massive windows. If you have kids in here, you know, they can get a good visibility out there. You know, so it should be good for kids. It should be good for kids. In terms of storage, there's also over here. There's a 12-volt cigarette lighter connection here, for charging your phones. There's another storage, a cup holder here, you know, which is nice to have. That's great. One other thing, guys, just to bear in mind that this particular car, now these two seats are ideal for kids, not for adults. This is meant for adults. This car also has Isofix sort of connections here. I mean, they're not visible. I mean, it's sort of hidden, so you still have to lift this sort of fabric here, and it's sort of hidden there. So that's not ideal. I mean, it's not really convenient. So in terms of practicality, it's not really that practical, but it does have Isofix connections for kids. Okay guys, what we're going to do now, I'm going to show you how it's like when you sit in the back for adults. Now I don't really recommend it because ideally the seats at the back are made for kids, but I'm just going to show you how easy to get in there once you fold these seats down. So to fold the seats down, it's really easy, guys. There's a lever here, you just pull that forward, and there we go. And you pull this back, there's a red lever here, push it up, and then you should lift it up. There we go. It's a bit sturdy, it's a bit stiff, but once you do it, then you have this nice easy floor. You can go here. As you can see, guys, I'm going to push this forward. There we go. I mean as I said, it's not made for adults. I mean, I'm just barely touching this seat here. Headroom is alright, but in terms of leg room for adults, it's not going to be ideal. I mean, this is mainly made for kids. So on longer journeys, you know, for adults I don't recommend it. For kids, should be alright. It should be alright. So guys, what do I think of this car? As I said, it's a nice car. It's a 7-seater. Families with 3 or 4 kids should be alright in this type of a car. It's roomy, it's spacious, it's automatic, so it's easy to drive, especially if you're living in the city. There's a few, you know, downsides though in terms of the interior quality. There's a few plastics in there. That pillar can be quite, you can create a blind spot. But at the end, if this car or this type of car does fit your requirements, it should be alright. You should be okay with it. So please drop your comments below regarding this car. Please don't forget to subscribe, follow us on Instagram and YouTube, and inform us of any type of car you'd like to review, and we'll try to get that car reviewed for you. So thanks guys, thanks for watching.